wherein Fern and Alice are introduced to the reader.
"Did you know," said Fern, "that Hans Christian Andersen's grandmother worked in a sanatorium?"
"Sort of," said her mother.
"Yeah,"
said Fern.
"He got a lot of his ideas from hanging out with her, listening to all the crazy people tell their stories there."
"That was an asylum," said her mother, "for mentally ill people. A sanatorium was a place for physically ill people." Alice's hands held tight to the steering wheel. She was driving too slowly, as always, to Fern's great displeasure. It was a day past the edge of summer. Fern sat in the back seat of the square brown car, holding a homemade fairy house on her lap. She looked skeptically out the window at the thin strip of meadow running alongside them. It was almost a poor sort of woods, a few trees ringing it, weeds poking through the scrub here and there. An occasional rabbit or vole scampered through, burrows probably underneath.
"Maybe,"
thought Fern,
"that little bit of nature would be enough cover for a real fairy."
"Non, je ne regrette rien," sang Edith Piaf from the car stereo. Her mother insisted on playing Edith Piaf whenever they were driving somewhere new. Why, Fern didn't know. She supposed it was like a rabbit's foot or a four-leaf clover. Sad Edith, for some kind of strange luck. Along the way, they'd driven by a strip mall, several construction sites, and something called Fleet Farm, which was neither fleet nor farm. They were almost at their destination, and Fern remarked that they were running out of wild places she could possibly put her fairy houses. She didn't really believe in fairies anymore, she told herself sternly. She was 10 years old, and she definitely believed in fairies. "Forget the fairy tales," said Alice. "Let's talk about something else."
"Okay,"
said Fern. She pulled the bookmark out of her paperback.
"Gloria Goodhart," she said, "always begins an investigation by writing down what she can see."
Gloria Goodhart was her favorite girl detective.
"But there's not anything out here to see," she complained.
Alice laughed. "I imagine this all used to be wild meadow for miles around." Fern could see it as it must have been if she squinted. Overgrown with calendula and cornflowers and baby's breath, sunflowers and poppies in patches woven through with larkspur, bees zipping near and stirring the flowers. Now it was dead scrub, wild only in the way most things were wild now, tired echoes of magic. Love in a Mists and Black-Eyed Susans mowed down to accommodate squat stores and beige houses, the wealth of wildflowers reduced to scrawny dandelions and stubborn crabgrass.